Hello guys, so good morning, good evening, so whatever time that you're listening to this, I'm glad that you've tuned in and welcome to our Module 8, which is data quality. Yeah, and so we want to assess our data if it's of quality. Ma'am, what do we mean if it's of quality? So yun yung mga tanong na sasagutin natin this meeting, and also guys, we will discuss the different tools on how to maintain the quality of our data. So class, our last meeting, so it's all about monitoring and evaluation of your health programs or even your information systems. Yan. So class, when we monitor and evaluate our health programs, we collect indicators. Yan. But sometimes class, the data, so basically the indicators that we collected are data class, and sometimes the data produced are, malagay dito, incomplete, inaccurate, tardy, yan, it was late, due to insufficient capacity in the health system or inadequate system design. So class, as much as possible, isn't it that we have this line here in health information systems that garbage in will result to a product which is also garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. So class, if the data that we have collected are incomplete, inaccurate, tardy, class, that will also be our product or our report. It is incomplete, inaccurate as well. So class, we're trying to mitigate those problems by studying data quality. Usually class, when we talk about quality, it's not only found in the different industries. Example, your Adidas. Before they send out Adidas products class, they want to make sure that it's of quality. Ma'am, what do we mean when it's of quality? Yan, it meets the standards, or it meets the standards of the, or it meets the standards and the expectation of our consumer pag sinasabi natin quality. And one another definition is error-free. Class, as much as possible in every industry, if it's the shoe industry, the fashion industry, or our health industry, as much as possible, we want to achieve quality by not committing any errors. Yun yung talagang gusto natin in pursuit of perfection, sabi nga ng vision ng University of Baguio. We want to produce quality products. Yan. So for that to happen, class, there should be a system involved so that to maintain our quality. Yan. So class, data quality is an assessment of data's fitness or data's appropriateness to serve its purpose in a given context. So as much as possible, we want to make our data fit and appropriate, yan, for our health information system. So one way of doing it is data cleansing, but that's only a part of data quality. So class, data quality is under quality assurance, yan. Quality assurance or quality assurance program class are the things that the management does. So it's a management method that is defined as all those planned and systematic actions needed to provide adequate confidence that a product, service, or result will satisfy given requirements for a quality and be fit for use. Example class, in Jollibee, yan. Notice class, yan, notice, Chicken Joy will always taste the same. Chicken Joy class. Your Chicken Joy that you ate here in Baguio is the same Chicken Joy that you will eat in La Union, in Manila, in everywhere else. Why? Because of quality assurance. Plus, they want to make sure that the Chicken Joy will always taste the same. Yan, because that's what people love. And class, I don't go to Jollibee and eat Chicken Joy and taste McDo chicken. And I expect Chicken Joy. So for that to happen, class, there are quality assurance methods that your Jollibee does to ensure that their Chicken Joy will always taste like Chicken Joy. Yan. Same thing with the laboratory class. To ensure that the laboratory tests are accurate, there are steps that we do in the laboratory to ensure that the things that we are doing will not um, will not cause any error. Isn't it, class, in the laboratory, if you remember in your PRMLS, we have um, pre-analytical phase, the analytical phase, and the post-analytical phase in the laboratory. So class, in those three phases in the lab, we ensure that those three phases do not have errors. From the collection of our specimen up to the release of result, there should be no errors. So class, that's part of our quality assurance program. So class, quality assurance is very important. And so, ngayon class, napakaganda ng magandang topic natin, quality. Sometimes it's really not exciting for students, but you know, it's very important because cars class, they undergone quality assurance. Yan. If you have remember that yung car na yon, class, Montero, class, the Montero car, that apparently a lot number, a set of Montero cars that were released by Nissan ba, class, were defective. Yan. So a group of cars were defective and they have to get all the Montero with the same lot number. So, yun, class. So, due to so there was a breach in quality assurance. They did not check properly this group of cars released by Nissan. Ganon, class. So, class, ang ganda that we use quality as a basis in business and the industry. Class, let's apply it to your life. Yan. Para mas maging, so that we will be more relevant. How about in your life that, example, if you will get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, do you set a list of qualities that you want to see in a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Class, when I was younger, the only quality that I set is for him to be cute. Class, cute lang, yung standard karon. And class, that's a wrong mindset to live by, na cute lang ang hinahanap mong quality ng isang tao. Class, you know, so class, in business, they apply quality. How about in real life? Dapat i-apply nyo rin, di ba? What are the qualities you are trying to find in a person that you want to date or that you want to be girlfriend or boyfriend with? Yan. But class, the better question is, or what are your qualities that you can offer to the table? Class, ano yung mga qualities na kaya mong i-offer? So, class, you're trying to find for a quality girlfriend or a quality boyfriend. Habang na discussion natin dahil dito. But, you know, what are you, be yourself, guys. Let's start with ourselves. What are we trying to offer? Yan. What can we put to the table? Yan. So, class yun. So, now we are in quarantine. Class yun, I hope that you are trying to improve yourself. Ganyan. You're trying to find yourself. You're trying to find the principles that you will stand on. Hindi kung ano yung sabi ng culture, yun yung paniniwalaan nyo. So, class, ganda ng topic natin today. Yan. So, class, reasons for maintaining high quality data. Why? Because, class, when we commit errors, pwedeng our laboratory can be sued or our hospital can be sued. So, class, it can be very expensive. Just like for Nissan, to get all the Montero back, yan, all the defective Montero back, it will cost so much money for them. Yan. And class, the property that were destroyed due to that Montero, diba? It will be all their fault. Yan. So, what are the benefits? Reasons for maintaining a high quality data? Savings. Yan. Increased efficiency. Yan. Protection of organization's reputation. Class. So, we are trying to foster trust with our patients. So, if we will release wrong laboratory result, class, we can lose patients. What else? enhancement of customer satisfaction. Isn't it that when you will buy a Chicken Joy or any food that's not of par, or milk tea that's not of quality, isn't it that you won't be satisfied? It will ruin the reputation of the seller. Enabled more informed decisions, compliance, single customer view, reduction of risk, help the environment. And so class, there's so much benefits of high quality, of maintaining high quality data. Example, with your love life, you just chose a person who is cute, and you did not put into consideration their other qualities. It can result to a broken heart. Ay. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So class, for aspects of data quality, actually I think there's only 4 in your module, but you know, let's add to it. I think in your module, accuracy and consistency is in one sphere. So we want our laboratory results to be accurate, and we want it to be consistent with our standards. We want it to be relevant, complete, reliable, presentable. Yan, it is summarized properly, accessible, timely. Wala akong timely dito. Yan. Also timely added. So class, common HMIS data report. So this is also in your module. Let's just elaborate it a bit. Example, if there is missing data. Example, HIV positive women delivered in the facility. So they did not record the HIV positive women delivered in the facility. If they did not record this, meaning the OBGYN may be at risk, or the midwife or the nurses who assisted with the woman can be at risk kasi hindi nila na-record, class, missing data. So what else? Duplicate data. Yan, multiple counting of a fully immunized child. Example, what else, class? For COVID patients, yan, perhaps they are duplicating the data who recovered. Yan. One student answered in the previous activity class that tinanong ko naman what is her reference, but one thing that she mentioned is that some people who recovered in a hospital, even though it's not COVID, were counted as a recovered patient from COVID. So class, I don't know if that's true, but more likely it can happen that they can be duplicating or being inconsistent with their data, that though a person did not recover from strictly COVID-19, yeah, they still added it to the recovered statistics. Yeah. That can happen. Yeah. Some suck. When data collection tools are not used routinely, stuff just fills in a likely looking number. Yan. So if there's no routine or regular monitoring, and you don't allow your staff to do it, example, the reporting should be done biannually. So twice a year. But the staff, guys, only does it before sabihin natin before the deadline. So meaning, class, if the staff is not doing it routinely, the staff might be inventing or thumbsucking, inventing numbers because they were not collecting the data regularly. Yan. Or they are just relying on their memory. Gets nyo ba, class? Pwede mag-invento yung mga staff. Kasi, since hindi sila nag-monitor routinely, they might be inventing stats. What else? 4, unlikely values for a variable. Example, a woman tested for prostatic-specific antigen. Example, class. So, prostatic-specific antigen is a test only for males. Yan. To test for prostate cancer. So, ayun, sometimes the receptionists or the people who are entering a data will wrongly click on the gender. Example, pregnancy test. Yan, usually the one who does pregnancy test are women. So apparently, someone take on the mail. Ayan, due to clerical errors. Class, you know, clerical errors are very common. I notice it in your exams, class. Some of you even misspelled your name. Diba? Mga ganon, class. What else, class? Contradictions. So 100 births in a month. So they recorded 100 births in a month. However, there are only 20 women in childbearing age. So how could that happen? Who are the rest of the 80 who give birth this month? Yan. So there's contradiction. What else? Calculation error. So mistakes in the computation, calculation, typing error, or clerical error. Class, you know, in the laboratory, the most common error is clerical error. Example, mistyping. The medical technologists are very good with the technicalities in the laboratory, but the usual errors is when they're writing down the results. Example, what they tested is a type AB person, but they forgot to write the A. Yan. So they just placed B. So class, that can cause a major incompatibility, major transfusion reaction. Kapag mali na yung nilagay mong type, blood type, pwede na mamatay yung pasyente. Ganun katindi, class. So class, we have these two, lot quality assurance sampling and routine routine data quality assessment. So these are just example of how do we assess our data. So example, lot quality assurance sampling. Class, you notice I mentioned the word lot a while ago in Montero, in the Montero cars. Class, in every production, there are lot numbers. So these are group of products. So the group of products are grouped into lots. Yan, nakaano sila, grupo into lots. So that if there's a mistake, if there's a error in one product in that lot, meaning the whole lot have errors. Parang ganon. So example, class, in the manufacturing of reagents in the laboratory, they have lot numbers. Yan. So if there's something wrong with the reagent, with that lot number, meaning all the batches that are included in that lot number has contamination or it's not of quality. So class, lot quality assurance sampling is a way of ensuring your quality assurance. Ma'am, how does it work? So taking a small random sample. So class, a small random sample is also called a lot. Yan. So since we cannot get all the people in a population, we only get a sample or a lot. Yan. Testing each sample item to determine whether it meets a predetermined standard of quality. So example with this image. So I got this from Kenya, the Department of Health or Ministry of Health in Kenya. So in Kenya, class, they cannot interview all the pregnant women in the country. So what they do is they just take a lot or a random sample. They only take few mothers in Kenya, yan, to assess their health. Yan, lot quality assurance sampling. So you only get a portion of the sample and to see if they are healthy or not, ganyan. So if they're unhealthy, so a few women in the community are unhealthy, I think it's best for you to take action. Yan. So the few women reflects the whole population. So that's lot quality assurance sampling. And what else, class? We have routine data quality assessment. So class, when I say routine, yan, so class, they have a routine, diba? Isn't it that a routine is something that you frequently do? Yeah. So when we have a routine data quality assessment, we routinely or we frequently on a schedule, yan, monitor our programs or our information system. So it's also called as data quality audit. So we audit regularly your data. Routine nga, di ba? So allows program to rapidly assess and verify the quality of data since you do it frequently. Ma'am, how frequently? It can be quarterly, annually, biannually, or monthly, or weekly, diba? So our objectives for routine data quality assurance is to verify rapidly, implement, and monitor. Class, I think maganda to. And that's why we have a routine health information system so that we could routinely monitor our health programs. Yan. Like cheats, example. So verify rapidly the quality of reported data for key indicators at selected sites and the ability to data management system to collect, manage, report quality data, implement. Yan, basahin na yan, class. So, this is not in your module, but ngayon, class, what are RDQA use case? Routine data quality check as part of an ongoing supervision. So it's very important. RDQA is very important in managing and supervising our health program. So there are repeated assessments, yan, initial follow-up assessments of data. Plus maganda, napaka-competent nito kasi people are doing their job. Strengthening program staff's capacity and data management and reporting. So class, the advantage of RDQA is you can rapidly identify errors since you monitor your data frequently. You are able to find the weakness, the gaps, the needs, yan, the errors, and and the opportunities on how we could improve more our quality. Maganda ang RDQA, class. So we have this one, Gartner's explanation on how data quality tools address programs. So Gartner, class, has given six guides or 6 terminologies on how data quality tools address your problems. So first one is parsing and standardization. So when we say parse or parsing, yan, it means breaking down your process into simpler components. Yan. So parsing is you are analyzing your tools in your data into a more basic or simpler components. Yan. So you are assessing them into its components. Standardization, so we are following the guidelines of WHO, of the business industry on how to best use our data quality tools. Number 2, we have generalized cleansing. So we are making sure that our data will meet the defined standards or the defined rules. Matching, class, ayun, so to prevent duplication of your data, as much as possible, we will merge related entries. Yeah. Profiling. Isn't it that we made a class profile? So your class profile gives me an overview lang of who you are, diba? And what you think about the subject. So same thing with data profiling. It gives an overview of the statistics to give insight on the quality of data. So class, with your profile, yeah, I'm given an overview on who you are. Are you a positive person? Are you a negative person? Yeah. Do you study hard? What are the things that you're passionate? What are the things you're good at? So same thing with your profiling. It gives us an overview on how, if the data is achieving our quality standards. There's monitoring as well. So continuous monitoring or routine monitoring and enrichment. So class, in data quality, we do not only find error, but find opportunities on how we could enhance our data. So, hindi lang tayo naghahanap ng mali, class. Naghahanap rin tayo ng opportunity kung saan natin maayos yung mga data, yung data natin. And finally, class, so this is the pinnacle of our discussion. We have our root cause analysis. So, class, I'll be discussing the different ways on how we could analyze the root of the problem. Yan. So class, if you're going to be a doctor, yan, doctors, class, do not treat solely the symptoms. So class, pag ang pasyente pumunta sa hospital, the doctor could see the symptoms, or you could describe your symptoms. The doctor could see the signs. You could describe your symptoms. But class, that's not how diagnosis works. When a doctor diagnose, they find the root cause of the symptoms. So the root cause of why are you having headaches, or the root cause of why you're having tonsillitis or anything like that. So class, we are doing root cause analysis. We are not just treating the obvious or surface problem, but we are finding the source of the problem, the underlying issues, the contributing factors, the real root of the problem. So class, like gardeners, yan. The gardeners do not just attack the weed. They should attack the root. Yeah. So class, root cause analysis, it's a systematic way to address our problems in all industries or in our management of our data. Ganyan. So class, ang organized ng mga business when it comes to handling problems, class. So, I mean, as I was thinking on how we could really apply our topic in real life, that I think we should also be organized on how we are, and we should also class improve on how we are living our lives. Yan. So class, perhaps, diba, you're feeling different kinds of emotion. Perhaps these are all symptoms that you should find the root cause of your problem. In class, I will share you systematic ways on how we could deal with our real life problems. So number 1 tayo. We have FMEA, or failure modes and effect analysis. So coming from the word failure modes, right? So class, they used this first in the military, wherein they are finding all the ways on how their procedure will fail. They are identifying all the potential problems that could happen when they do this. Example, potential problems when they will use a parachute. Yan. What are the things that will fail during the process? So, ina-analyze nila yon. Nagsisimula sila step-by-step approach for identifying all possible failures in design. Yan. So, example class, they also use this in cars. Yan. So, they, through in their factory, so they take the car into different tests. So as much as possible, yun nga, all possible failures. So done if there are new or updates in a product or process, like your Apple products, your cell phone products. So they charge it, they place it in water, they will throw it in a very high building, ganyan. So they're doing failure mode. So it's a tool for identifying potential problems and their impacts. Yan. So class, ang interesting nito. Failure modes and effects. So they are finding all the problems and all the impacts. And so class, ma'am, so after identifying all the problems and all the impacts, class, now they will solve this problem. What else, class? We have your Pareto analysis. So your Pareto analysis is your 80-20. So in here, sabi niya, it's impossible for an organization to solve all of its 100% of its problem. So class, here in the Philippines, class, if we want to be a developed country, yan, so it's impossible that we will solve all the problems of Filipinos. But Pareto analysis say that solving 20% of the major problems will solve 80% automatically. Ganyan. So example, class, sabi niya, hindi mo kailangang isolve lahat. You only solve the 20% of the problems. Example, what if I will only solve graft and corruption in the Philippines? Yan. Will it make a great impact? Yan. Or if I will only solve, I will increase the minimum wage of our workers. Yan. instead of 300, I'll make it 1,000. Will it solve the problem? So, ang good, maganda yung Pareto analysis. Because, sabi niya nga, solving 20% of the major will solve 80% automatically. I think this Pareto guy is a very practical man. Ang galing niya. Sabi niya, you don't have to solve all the problems. You just solve 20%. Let's see. So, example here is the barriers to nutrition counseling. Barriers to nutrition counseling. So as much as possible, they want to counsel the people to have a healthy nutrition. All of these are barriers of their nutrition counseling. And we have this, diba, 80-20. Sabi niya, you will only solve the 20% of the one that causes the problem, and you could solve the 80. So the biggest problem here is patients with comorbidities tend to have the greatest barrier in nutrition counseling. Pag mas maraming sakit yung mga tao, class, ayaw nilang magpa-counsel. Yan. So this is the problem that we should be trying to solve. What else, class? Example, preventive dental visits. So the dentist noticed that no one is going to the dentist for just a preventive visit. Usually, people go to dentist because there's something wrong already with their teeth. So, class, the common problem here, yan, the 80% of the problem is preventive dental service not a priority. And it's not a priority in their mind. So, if you're trying to solve this one and making your preventive dental visits a priority, perhaps we could solve the other problems. Galing, no? Yes. So that's Pareto analysis. Next class is fault tree analysis. A while ago, we have failure modes. Now we have fault tree analysis. Actually, it's the same. So we are identifying potential problems in our systems to determine the various components. So it's almost the same with your failure mode and effect analysis. However, they claim that FTA is easier. Why? Because the priority problem is on top of the tree. Yan, it's more organized. So example, fault tree depicting the root causes of hazard to patients during surgery. So in this fault tree, what they considered as priority problems are if there is vacuum to a bloodstream and blood damage. Yan. Actually, for vacuum to bloodstream, thromboembolism, electric shock, and blood damage are the common causes of hazard during the surgery. So here is they just this is deduction. So from general to specific. So dinagdagan na yung electric shock. So pathway, due to the pathway to the current, or your patient should be grounded. Tapos how should the patient be grounded? Bed or there's something should be done with your operating table para mag-ground yung pasyente, para hindi siya ma-shock, class. Operator error, so if there are electric connections, other connected equipment, para maiwasan saan yung electric shock. Aside from that, pathway to current source, either balloon catheter or aortic. Parang ang punta pa rin nila, you should ground the patient and prevent operator error. So class, fault tree, so you make basically a tree on finding the root causes of our hazard. Mas easier daw siya kesa sa FMEA. Next class, we have current reality trees. So notice, class, in your fault tree, we only deal with one problem. Here with current reality trees, class, it treats multiple problems in a system. arising from one or few ultimate causes. So first is they find the problem, yan, the mga sad face, and eventually class, they make a tree hanggang mahanap until they will find the root cause of the problem. So in current reality trees class, they are trying to find the root causes of multiple problems. Yan. End users are unhappy with the service. Incidents take a long time to resolve. There are a lot of repeat incidents. We identify very few problems. Many incidents are poorly managed. They are very high turnover of service desk agents. Ay, matanggal. Don't know how to manage incidents. So class, ang problema nila, ma'am, isang problema lang naman to. Yeah, isa lang eh. So, end users are unhappy with the service and they use the tree to find the root cause. So, ang root cause pala, service desk agents don't know how to manage incidents in the first place. So, perhaps, i-train muna natin sila. Diba? We should train them more. Next class, fishbone diagram. So, fishbone diagram is also called as Ishikawa diagram or cause and effect diagram. So, fishbone diagram siya kasi class, it is shaped as a fishbone. So, it identifies many possible causes of an effect for an effect or problem. It can be used to structure a brainstorming session. So, class, maganda sana ito na group work. So, kung may extra time tayo, gagawa tayo ng fishbone diagram. So, class, so example, the main problem is the burger shop produces bad burgers. Yan. So, class, yung mga tinik, the fishbone, are divided into 3. Yan, the personnel. So, what can be the personnel doing that contributes to bad burgers? Yan. Measurements. Yan. So, what can be wrong with the measurements that contribute to the bad burgers? The environment. Yan. So, their kitchen. What's wrong with their kitchen that contributes to the bad burgers? What's wrong with their machines that contribute to the bad burgers? Baka yung cooking equipment nila, it's not on the right temperature or ang dumi-dumi na, diba? Well, in the methods, yan, perhaps they're receiving, perhaps they're not checking if they receive fresh beef. Materials are not fresh. The process of checking or cooking the burgers is not good. Ngayon, so class, nahati sa 6, machines, methods, materials, personnel, measurements, environment. So class, we can do this in a meeting. So we allow our team members to brainstorm on what are the things that are contributing to our bad burgers. Yan. Kunyari, i-assign ko kayo. So, kunyari, Abby, so, mag-brainstorm ka about what's wrong with the methods that we're doing. Yan. Tapos, kay Mark, yan, Mark, materials, bakit ba tsaka yung burgers natin? Ayan. So, here, class, example is long test results time. Yan. So, ang tagal daw dumating. So, it's taking a very long time to release the results. So, we could also use a fishbone diagram. Example with the people. The people has heavy workload. They are unavailable when called. Perhaps they are always on break. Ganun. What else? Physician order illegible. So, hindi mabasa yung order ng physician. What else? Materials. So, the materials are already spoiled or expired, unavailable. Sa methods class, too many people involved. Unnecessary steps. Wow. Handling in the lab. Equipment. So, they are slow. The equipment is already slow or malfunctions frequently. Parang ganyan na yung class nangyari sa akin sa laboratory. Nag-delay yung result kasi nagma-malfunction ng equipment. Minsan, ganyan. So, yan, class. Galing, no? So example, COVID-19. Yan. So why can't we mitigate COVID-19? Yan. Mag-root cause analysis tayo. Sino ba yung mga sisihin natin? Charot. Yeah. Hindi naman sisihan, class. But let's analyze it systematically. What's going wrong with our COVID-19 mitigation and control? Bakit hindi pa yung matigil-tigil hanggang ngayon? And class, we're almost done. So we also have Kepner-Tregoe Method. So I'm searching, and Kepner-Tregoe is a company which specializes in managing problems, class. So businesses are so awesome, class, that if there are errors, they even hire other companies to solve the errors for them or problems. Or example, they have decreased sales of their product, and they will hire companies so that they would appraise the situation or understand the situation. So your Kepner-Tregoe method, class, have four parts. So first one is situation appraisal, class. Ang systematic, it's so systematic. So they want to assess what's going on, what's their priority problem that they want to solve, what are their goals, problem analysis, why did it happen, decision analysis, what should we do, potential problem, and what lies ahead. Wow, class. And finally, class, we have rapid problem resolution. So usually this is used to solve your IT problems, they discover, investigate, fix, and monitor. Yeah. So class, you can read the rest of your module 8 in our module. Yeah. So this is the end of our discussion. I'll see you again, guys. So have a great day. Bye-bye.